Come on.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Big Al Show. I am sorry we're a little late. We were at the beach a little too long, so we're 5 minutes late. We'll make it up to you today. We're going to make it up to you with an extra special long edition. So you come back in the archives, we might stick around for another 20 minutes.
Man.
We're going to give you a lot of extra talk, because you love to hear us talk, and I love to hear myself talk. So, I do? Oh, jeez, I guess. So, come back and join us for the rest. So, anyway, sorry about all that. But welcome to the Big Al Show. Man, do we have a lot to talk about this week. Huge news right off the bat. Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him, has been possibly, apparently, maybe, released by the WWE. A lot to go off of that story. I was at Raw this past Monday. A lot of stories to share with all of you guys. So let's get the show on the road. But before we talk about all that exciting stuff, let's have a minute alone with TNA TJ.
That's right. So yesterday, driving around Miami, and I was thinking, man, do you know what TNA needs right now? They need a little bit of Buck Daddy. What is this? What's going on with the sound? No sound.
Just talk, man. You're making it work. Just keep talking. Keep talking.
My minute has been completed.
No, it's not even close.
Unfortunately, I ended.
Hey, is this VIP? VIP?
Yo.
Who we on the line with here?
VIP.
Listen, brother. We rushed on to get on this radio show. We just got back from the beach. Tell everybody about your experiences on Raw this past Monday while we get fully situated. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, well, which one would you like me to...
Tell them about meeting Eve.
Oh, yeah, how I stole the tickets from the scalper guy.
You stole the tickets.
Then we get inside. We try to find good seats because the tickets I stole weren't that great. So we get inside. There's
we got some decent seats by the entrance.
Yeah, we had pretty good seats afterwards. Guy took about 1,000 pictures of himself. They kicked him out. The whole Raw was phenomenal. 3 hours long. It was pretty good. Then afterwards was even better. We got to interview a bunch of people, as you can see on the YouTube site. Then I helped.
You guys can see all this footage. You guys can see VIP going crazy, interviewing the fans afterwards. We got a lot of the wrestlers leaving. You can see that at youtube.com/BigAssWrestlingShow.
I helped Eve put her bags into her truck. I kissed the other diva's hand.
Oh, we didn't get that on film. Layla, right?
Yeah, Layla. We saw her hand go out, but you didn't do it all the way. And I got Sheamus giving me the dirtiest look in the world. And then I just found out I was actually at the Broward Mall, and I didn't know this, but Fozzy, or whatever the band name of Chris Jericho is actually signing autographs at the FYE at the Broward Mall. And a friend of mine does security at the Broward Mall. He's going to come out tonight. And he was telling us how Chris Jericho was pretty much drunk, wasted there, and trying to feel up on, doesn't matter if they were 17 or 80. He was trying to more or less broke everything and everything.
Oh, what is it?
This was last Monday. Chris Jericho was signing autographs at FYE at the Broward Mall. And he was pretty much broken from old ladies. Everybody complained. And I think as far as the Broward Mall is concerned, they never want Chris Jericho back at the Broward Mall ever again.
Is this a true story?
Yeah, this is a true story. And this is verified by one
Chris
of the
Jericho was free with his hands? Is that what you're saying? At the Broward Mall putting his hands on people?
Yeah, a little bit too freely.
Wow. This is pretty big.
And I just found this out. I was actually buying my tap-out shirt today for my UFC event tonight, and I ran into him. He's like, hey, what are you doing? He goes, you never guess who was here. I said, who? He said, Chris Jericho. I said, yeah. He goes, and he's a piece of crap. I said, no way. He goes, yeah. They were doing security for him, and it ended up by turning out that they had to escort him after he was done. Like, escort him right off the premises.
No, come on. They were escorting Jericho out because he was putting his hands on people?
Yeah, afterwards. Like, all the other band members stayed around, but Jericho was asked nicely and kindly without incident to leave.
Wow. Very interesting. I love the gossip, VIP. You always have some gossip on these wrestlers out of nowhere.
You know, I try. I wish I would have been there. I had no idea. I wish I would have been there to get it on YouTube.
All right, brother. We appreciate you calling in, VIP. We may get you back on the line here in a little bit. We're going to get the show rolling.
All right, man.
Later, bro. VIP, ladies and gentlemen, with the inside Chris Jericho at the Broward Mall. He's now banned, ladies and gentlemen. South Florida, Broward Mall. He went there for his, I guess, the band, Fozzy, putting his hands on the fans.
Crappy mall.
Who wanted the autographs. Do you believe that story?
Crappy mall.
But do you believe the story?
Sure.
You really do?
Sure.
You know, VIP, some of these stories I can verify. Wow. They are true, but some of them, I don't know. That
Jericho's there.
That's crazy.
He's drunk.
He is a drunk, but are you thinking he got wasted, played a couple songs, and then telling kids to sit on his lap?
Sure.
Wow. Sure. You're out of your mind. I don't think you would go that far.
I do.
But it's always interesting to hear it. We're going to, VIP coming through with like some TMZ style gossip lately. I like it too. It's funny and it's interesting.
It is.
Speaking of interesting, we're going to get into Daniel Bryan. We're going to get into NXT and all that wonderful stuff. But did you hear? Vince McMahon showed up to work the other day with two, count them, 1, 2, black eyes.
Two black guys?
What? No, not two black eyes.
Oh, I was going to say.
He showed up with two black eyes.
He's Ray Booker T.
No, he had two black eyes. Somebody busted Vince McMahon up. Yeah.
Well, it could have been a one-shotter.
It could have been. A lot of people, backstage, they're saying, "Oh, we think it's an accident." Maybe he got in an accident.
Could have been.
I haven't seen too many people get two black eyes from a lot of accidents.
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart again, starting it up. So, that's a fun game to play, really.
It is.
Who hit Vince McMahon? How did Vince McMahon get two black eyes?
Dixie Carter.
That's the big surprise. I saw Vince in the parking lot, and I slugged him.
He grabbed my ass.
Yeah. Wouldn't you love to see Dixie Carter and Vince McMahon in a meeting, just meeting each other without go like? How would that be?
That'd be awkward.
You think so?
Sure.
I bet you Vince would hit on her.
You think so?
We can, run this thing together, Dixie. No?
I don't think he likes the younger.
Yeah, she might be a little too old for him. Yeah. He's making out Trish Stratus a few years ago.
Trish to Dixie. The big young.
Dixie's sexy, though.
She is, but she's old. He likes the young girl.
All right, I got to give you another minute with TNA TJ because our chat room looks to be broken.
Oh!
Let me try to fix it. So, ladies, 1 minute with TNA TJ.
I broke that shit because I'm, so damn awesome. Anyways, I'm going to fix this. He's going to fix this. We're going to talk a little bit about TNA, how crappy it is, and my name change because I think I'm going to be known as formerly TNA TJ, the artist formerly known as TNA TJ.
The artist formerly known as TNA TJ?
It's just a symbol. I'm done. Crap, I didn't even watch Impact this week. Can you believe that? And I watch every week. I was over here watching old VHS Wrestling in Paris, 88.
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Wrestling in Paris from 1988. And Andre the Giant came out. This was so cool.
Yeah.
And after he won his match against JYD, it was actually an awesome match. You think, Junkyard Dog, not the greatest technical wrestler. Andre the Giant, obviously not. But, boy, he's intimidating. He's scary looking. It was so interesting that they didn't, they weren't pulling out all these great moves, but they told a story in the ring. And at the end, they're in Paris.
Yeah.
He's from France. And the crowd was still booing the hell out of him. To his credit, he was still getting lots of heel heat. And when they announced his name, they called him Andre Le Giant. And he got pissed, and he started manhandling the announcer. And he demanded that the announcer call him Andre the Giant. He didn't want any of that French accent slipping in there, and he did. And that was I thought that was awesome.
How long did it take for him to get in the ring? 15 minutes?
Oh, yeah, because he wanted JYD to put his chain away. Yeah. So they took about 15 minutes. He literally took off. Andre went to the back, wasn't coming out. Finally, they put the chain away. Andre eventually makes his way back out, and he still took forever to get in the ring. He's checking under the ring for the chain. You know, it's a storytelling, and it's missing in wrestling for the most part. But what did we think of the NXT invasion? What do we think of Daniel Bryan getting released? Is that true? Could that be possible? Why? And what is going on? First off, the NXT invasion, I was there. It was amazing. I got so into that moment, guys. I cannot explain it to you. That afterwards, I was watching the video I had taken. I am yelling at these NXT guys. I'm calling them losers. I'm yelling at Daniel Bryan, saying he's got no charisma as he's walking by. I didn't even realize how angry I was. And I'm not a big Cena fan, but that storyline, they ganged up, the way that they did it, you know, I got into it as a wrestling fan, and that's the first time in a while I think I got caught up in a moment. Maybe it's just because I was there, but I think that angle was special. Yes, it's the same. Look, it is the same blueprint as the NWO. It's the same exact blueprint. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not one of these guys who thinks you can't take and borrow from, angles or factions from the past. Just because we have the Four Horsemen, doesn't mean we can't have a stable anymore. You can't have a DX. You can, you could sort of borrow and take and change. So as long as it's not exactly like the NWO, and I don't think it will be, it's okay to have an invasion angle. It's okay to have a large group. I think it makes sense. Now, where will the WWE go with it? I do not know. They could ruin it. They could blow it. I don't know. But as far as that Monday Night Raw, that ending, the way they all came out of nowhere, the way they all ganged up on Cena at once, was beautiful. They attacked the announcers, and we find out Daniel Bryan may be released. I don't even know if the WWE is pulling a fast one, but you know the reason, at least the rumor, as to why he got fired? It doesn't make sense. It's because he used the announcer, what's his name, Justin Roberts, I believe it is, and he choked him with his own tie. Oh! I mean, is that, I don't understand, is that, they said that's too violent, so he had to get fired for that? Yeah. That doesn't, did he hang him? Was he really, literally choking him? Because otherwise, that's a lame reason, and it sounds more like a storyline. What do you think, TNA TJ?
Well, my first question to you is, did you send Cena a get well card?
Hell yeah.
Like you did Hogan.
Oh. Hey, listen, that's a great question because if you guys remember when Hulk Hogan got squished by the earthquake, they said he went to the hospital. I literally wrote him get well card, and I got a postcard back. I don't have it anymore. I lost it. But they actually literally sent out Hulk Hogan postcard thanking you for your support. That was awesome. You were hot. This reminded me of that moment. Cena got beat up so bad. And, VIP was interviewing this younger kid. He almost made him cry. He told him he might die. But I thought there was a chance Hogan might never come back. So I was worried as hell as a kid, too. There's nothing wrong with buying into the storyline. That's when it's fun, And when we start to critique it a little too much is when we lose it.
He gave the thumbs up, though.
He could give the thumbs up, but you never know. Somebody gives the thumbs up, they get in the back. Next thing you know, they're on life support, and it's a bye-bye Cena.
He gave the thumbs up. The crowd loved it. So like a football.
We did love it. I was a Cena fan for that moment. And I have to tell you, I'm sick of these Cena haters. I'm almost going to turn into this anti-Cena haters guy.
So you were this close to buying
Cena, he's a cool character. He's a good guy. Yes, he's for the kids. But he's a great character. He's a good, no, he's not a technical wrestler, but he's an entertainer. It's not all about Daniel Bryan wrestling, technician Bret Hart school. It's about being an entertainer and entertaining the crowd, whether it's with your charisma, with your wrestling moves, with your storytelling. So, I am all for.
You gotta get.
I'm going crazy here.
You gotta get. You can't see me hat. You gotta do something to support him more, Big Al. If you're gonna try.
I do. I need to go start wearing orange.
You need to.
Look, I'm not going to go that far.
No.
He does remind me a lot of Hogan, though. So I see why the kids like him. Obviously, he's not nearly as big as Hogan. He's not as large as Hogan. His muscles are maybe half.
He's strong.
Of Hogan. He's strong. And he's good on the mic. Obviously, he's not as good as Hogan. Charisma-wise. So, but I like Cena. And I'm sick of all these Cena bashers. I get it. He's running up on Raw. But what a great storyline. This is going to make for very entertaining TV when he does come back, which I really hope is like next week, or, you know, let's see this sit out for a month or two, right? Let's sell this storyline, or is he going to come right back on Raw? I'm right back. Don't worry, everybody. I never quit.
They should do like a promo with him in the hospital.
Absolutely. And they should jump his ass enough.
No. That's ridiculous.
The kids will try.
Take the realism away. No one can jump anywhere in the hospital.
So these guys don't care. Well, let them get arrested.
Well, then they should arrest them.
Sure, so then let's do it.
Okay, fine.
Tell Vince.
I will. So the big news for Dixie Carter, what is that?
Oh, yeah. Company. Dixie Carter says, she keeps talking about this on Twitter, she keeps mentioning it in interviews. Huge surprise, apparently. I don't know if it's going to be a Slammiversary or if it's in general. She says it's going to affect every level of TNA.
I know what it is.
What is it?
Her and Hogan are engaged. I'm serious. This is not a joke. This is serious.
Her and Hogan are engaged.
They're going to actually have a wedding on the TNA Thursday Night Impact.
I believe it. That's going to happen at Slammiversary, Dixie and Hogan.
Yeah, that's what.
No, really, what's the surprise? Everybody, you can play this at home. What's the big surprise from Dixie Carter?
Shane McMahon is now running the show.
Wow. Could you imagine if Shane McMahon was now in charge? She would never let him. He's the son of Vince.
That'd be a stupid move for her.
It would be retarded for her. But if he had some control, you think he'd try to help him, take him to the top?
He would get, oh, man, dude. Kidding me?
Could he do it? Could Shane O'Mac do it?
Yes. Sure he can. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I think the name alone, if they hyped it up, they get ratings up the ass for that week, at least.
Have Shane come out and cut a promo on Dad?
Yeah. Oh, man. Can you imagine?
We're not playing games anymore. Not going to happen.
You think Vince would be pissed?
I wish that would happen. That would be amazing. It's not going to happen. So what's your next guess?
Batista shows up.
Holy Toledo. Couldn't happen. The 90-day clause. Unless Batista said, screw the 90-day clause.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
You know, I mean, what do they do? They could fine you? I mean, what could they really do? I don't know.
All right.
I'm sure they eventually could sue.
I don't know. Suspicious?
Oh, I don't think that's the surprise. It's going to affect every level of TNA. The rumor is it could be Paulie Dangerously. Paul Heyman, excuse me. Paulie Dangerously.
Who the hell is that?
Well, that's who he was back in my NWO days. That's how I remember him.
Oh, that's true. He was a manager.
Absolutely. Well, a damn good one. And I believe an announcer, too. So, yeah, how would you like that? Paul Heyman in control?
I like Macho Man coming back.
No, be serious. What do you think of Paul Heyman?
He's okay. I don't know.
He might have been okay. He was the angles in ECW were top-notch.
Sure, but
now I don't like the extremeness. That's so unrealistic. We're not lighting people on fire and flying off. You know, some of that's too much. But the angles were dynamite. The character development was dynamite. He could help turn around TNA.
He's in charge. Doesn't matter.
Well, they said he would only come if Russo gave up full creative control.
But isn't he vice president now?
He's a producer, so
that's not.
Yeah, that's a bigger deal. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. Any other ideas? I think it's going to be a wrestler. I don't think it could be.
No, I think she should maybe just sell the company.
Well, we've been saying that.
I know, but maybe that could be it. I don't know. What else could be big? Something stupid. I feel it's going to be something dumb. Like she's going to say like there's going to be a new show on Fridays, half an hour long with bios on the wrestlers, their home life or something.
They need to do something. Do you think TNA is just trying to take some steam away from the WWE because they got a hot angle and everybody's talking about NXT?
There's no steam at all. That shit's cold.
Yeah, it is. Well, we want to say hello and thank you. We don't got too many in the chat today.
How many?
Not many.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at some luchadors, Portia Anderson and Andre Harrison. Thanks for stopping by. We didn't get the chat up and running until a minute ago.
They're mad.
Yeah, we're a little late, but welcome anyway, everybody.
Any new wrestlers out there? You know about anybody upcoming?
I like Henning Son. I told you that.
Oh, that's right. I told you. Did you watch the NXT season 2? Or you missed it?
Portia, good observation. Well, why couldn't Shane come on? It might ruin his mom's chances for senator. I guess you're right, father and son. fighting, federation versus federation could make Mom look bad? No?
Who cares?
You don't think it matters?
No. Really? We're gonna think
I can't believe anyone would even hire a McMahon as a senator.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
But, politicians are corrupt, so you're probably not going to get a more corrupt family, right?
Well, there's been wrestlers that, what's his name, did it, right? For governor?
Who? Ventura, of course.
Yeah, so I mean, to be tough.
I like Ventura. He's cool. He was probably my favorite heel announcer, maybe of all time, I have to tell you. Him and Gorilla at the pay-per-views blew me away. I loved him. And Heenan, of course, we have to mention Bob Heenan. Heenan and Gorilla were also a great crew. They were working at Paris, WWE Paris.
Well, he said he wanted to manage a woman. Doesn't want to manage women.
Yeah, he was ripping on women, but he was a funny guy. He was
Great.
Yeah.
Remember Hogan? Macho Man said he's going to slap him in the face. Came out and helped him. That wasn't the Paris one, though.
Oh, you're talking about some old WCW stuff.
That was awesome.
Where's our buddy Daniel from Scotland? He's not here today.
He's mad.
Neither is Grim, and he usually comes up with a lot of the news, some of the news that we throw at you. But we'll still go over the news, and we'll get really into our groove here. I had some great experiences at that Raw.
You did.
Let me tell you something. I got a story, though, guys.
Uh-oh.
Here, let me give you 1 minute of TNA. So I gotta get ready. I gotta get loose. It's time to talk about Raw in my experience. And this is about a wrestler now. I don't have any problems with wrestlers. I love them all. But now I got a problem with one of them. You guys are gonna find out who after 1 minute with TNA TJ.
Nice. So, yes. Well, here's my minute. And what I want to talk about is
You're so bad at this.
And now we're down to 45 seconds.
So, how's everyone doing today?
So I was roller skating the other day. I got the second. Where's roller derby at? No. I don't know. These minutes are getting very long for me. I cannot even hold a minute anymore. This is bad. The ladies do not want to be with a minute man. I'm turning into the 30-second guy.
I think you're doing great.
Am I? Am I doing that wonderful?
Keep it up.
I'm like Paul Wonderful. What was his name?
Yeah, Mr. Wonderful Paul Wonderful.
That's right. That's me. All day.
Or Paul Wonderful.
Hey, did you see, I saw an old match the other day with, what's his name, the Ireland guy. He had long hair.
Finley.
Yeah, Fit Finley. He was called something else.
When we saw Fit Finley after the match, he gave us a thumb. I gave him a thumbs up, so he gave me a thumbs up. You can see that on our awesome behind-the-scenes NXT video.
I gave you a middle on YouTube.
Fit Finley would never do such a thing. He was a nice guy. But then there were some drunks there, some idiots, going, "Where's Hornswoggle?" Fit Finley, man, this guy's a legend. He's been wrestling all that time, and all you got to yell at him is, "Where's Hornswoggle?" Chill life. Idiot. Okay, do you want to know about the wrestler I don't like?
Can I guess?
Okay, listen. A lot of wrestlers came through the back. Some of them had tinted windows, fine. Some of them went on the bus, fine. Some of them rented a car, fine. Some of them rolled their windows down. There were a couple, mostly divas, like Layla, who would just come by and chat with the fans. Eve came out in the middle of the fans. You saw VIP was helping her with her bags. Our interview man, VIP, helping Layla put her bags in her car. Yeah. So there were some cool wrestlers, who came out of the fans. They weren't, afraid, I guess, to do that. We're videoing people leaving, and there's one guy in the whole bunch who literally put his hand over his face to cover his face because I guess he didn't want to be on film driving out of the arena. Put his hand on his face. The only guy, these are fans here, okay? This isn't paparazzi. We don't chase wrestlers around to get pictures. It's an event in our hometown, and we're videoing. We're taking pictures. We want to see them, all right? We're fans. They're all fans lined up there. This guy wants to put his hand over his face so no one can film him. You think it'd probably be someone with a big name, right? Sure. Somebody people really cared about. Boy, it's going to be somebody who doesn't want to be on film for some reason because they're a big name and they don't want that out there. Who could it be? It was Luke Gallows.
Who the hell was that? NXT guy?
That's the bug guy that hangs out with CM Punk.
Oh yeah. Well, he's straight edge. You guys are losers.
Yeah. He is so big and popular. Luke Gallows. You got divas coming out in the crowd, talking to the fans. You got R-Truth walking out in the fans, giving people high fives. And then you got Luke Gallows covering his face. Luke Gallows, you can stick it, brother. You're a nobody. You're never going to be anybody. You can barely wrestle, if at all. You're not entertaining, no charisma, no personality. You should be happy if someone even recognized you and knew who the hell you were. Give me a break, Luke Joke Gallows. Whoa. That's all I got to say about that loser.
Well, I don't know if CM's going to like that talk.
CM? I didn't see him. He probably was in the had the tinted window.
You are not going straight edge society now, buddy.
No, I don't think so.
What was R-Truth taking a taxi for? Everybody else has their own whips and cars, limos, running across the streets.
Not only was R-Truth taking a taxi, he was taking a taxi with two beautiful women.
Oh, wasn't that? I guess that makes sense, but I figure he's still in a better car. He's obviously not getting paid too well.
Well, no, man, he's not going to drive his car around. They take flights, you know. They don't just drive their cars. This was in the 1980s.
Taking a taxi. A yellow taxi.
He was the only one who I saw take a taxi. The rest of them rented. But so what? He's got the money. He's fine. I would probably take a taxi if it was.
No, you wouldn't. You would have a limo be picking you up or something.
I'm not Triple H. Man, you should see Alicia Fox and Evan Bourne rode out in an old-ass Mercury. That looked like that shit should be in the shop.
What was that about?
Poor Alicia, are you doing that bad, girl? I will help you. That's fine. I love Alicia Fox. You should not be in that old-ass Mercury.
Who's driving?
And Evan Bourne was with her, that lucky bastard. All smiling. He was nice to the fans, too, by the way, saying what's up to everybody, big smile on his face. You know who else drove by with the window down? One of the Uso brothers. Window down, saying hi to people. I guess because he's new into it.
All right.
Right, he just got in there and he's enjoying it. Give him a couple months and leave it alone. Be like, Luke Gallows is the loser. Screw you, Gallows.
No, I was watching a 90s wrestling show with that car that drove by.
What?
That was like a 90s car. Like, that was a hot car.
The Mercury?
90s.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
So, Daniel Bryan, what do you guys say in the chat room? What do you guys say?
I say he's
real or fake. Is this serious?
Real.
He really got released. He's gone. He's leaving. He's leaving WWE.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Oh, because it's so important.
But why would they only release him if it's a storyline? It doesn't make sense, right?
Right. That's what I'm telling you. It's real. They released him. I can see him releasing the main guy. You know, the guy that what was his name? The English guy. The main guy in the group at NXT. The guys. The main guy.
Why would they release Wade Barrett? Oh, if it's a storyline. Right.
Like, that would make more sense. Or everybody...
They cut that off the snake, or they'd release them all.
Right, exactly.
You'd be like, look out,
back on the
and then list them all.
Right.
Now, that would have been pretty cool.
And then they can say, hey, what are they doing in the arena? Oh, we bought tickets.
And you see, look in the chat, Portia's saying storyline, Andre's saying real. It's really split. We don't know. WWE's kind of getting them on this.
Yes.
Do you think it's real?
Yeah.
It's gone. It was on WWE's website. They said it wasn't on the corporate website, though.
Oh, corporate.
I don't know.
Could be. It could be. But, I mean, I still say why not the main guy? I would like it more. If it is storyline, that's fine. Whatever. I don't care.
Boy, if they released him over that was a dumb move because he was kind of one of the main players in that whole storyline, and now you're just going to kick off the storyline and release him over using a tie? I mean,
well,
tell him don't do it again, man. It's not a big deal.
When I was watching on TV, he looked to be the rough one. I think he was really hitting Cena. Or he's spitting his face. Maybe he wasn't supposed to. I think there's more to the story.
Andre says Vince doesn't pander to the internet wrestling community. It's real. I don't know. They were talking about using their Twitters. It was like, legit. They're going to start using their Twitters in storylines. I think they might try to get into the internet community a bit. I don't think that's totally true. I don't know. I'm gonna have to say it's real because WWE announced it like it's real. And if it's not, how are we going to ever trust anything that they say here on their website when they say they released the guy? Everyone's going to say, no way, it's a fake.
Crap.
I don't know.
TNA's releasing Hogan. That's the news. That's big news.
You're still on the TNA surprise. We're going to do our Slammiversary predictions in a little bit. Are you? Do you even know the card?
Yes, of course I do.
What's the card?
Samoa Joe's there. He's wrestling somebody. I know he's on the card. I can tell you that. Stinger's there. Stinger's little coach. Stinger's going to go against RVD.
Hey, are you and Wrestling George really going to have a wrestling match?
Apparently so.
You got TNA TJ and Wrestling George who just went to the beach, and they were talking trash. Wrestling George said, big MMA wrestler. TJ says he's too big. They may have a wrestling match. We'll have to video that and put that on the Kick-Ass Wrestling Show.
We might.
YouTube.com/the Kick-Ass Wrestling. No. YouTube.com/Kick-Ass Wrestling Show. There's no the.
Almost messed it up. Everybody was freaking out. Couldn't figure it out.
Well, there's someone in the chat room. I've never seen him before, named Cheeks.
Cheeks.
And well, Cheeks is asking me, when are we going to get married? She says, Big Al, when are we getting married? I don't know, Cheeks. Hopefully you're a female, first of all.
It's Maurice Cheeks.
I hope it's not Maurice Cheeks. It's funny that you mentioned Maurice Cheeks, because if you remember, you played basketball for the Hawks. I sent him a basketball card and asked him to sign it, and he never did it. And no, he did it. I was a kid. And this guy was like the big deal, but he's my favorite point guard. I forget. My mom probably helped me out.
First of all.
My mom probably helped me out with that.
Hershey Hawkins? Hershey Hawkins? Maurice Cheeks, you're stalking him. That was your favorite basketball player growing up.
There's also someone in the chat now named, well, they just left.
What was it?
Their name was Peanut Jelly.
Peanut Jelly?
We're getting some interesting listeners today on the radio show.
We are. Peanut Jelly.
So what else? Did you have fun at the beach today?
I did. We got kicked out. Lifeguard, get out of here. Throwing that football.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable. Bad guys.
We got kicked off the beach for throwing a football. We didn't get kicked off the beach, but they wouldn't let us throw a football.
I'm going to relocate.
I felt bad. I said, you can't throw a football on the beach? Over there by the volleyball there.
Here's one of them guys.
I know. I'm gonna nail some little kid who was enjoying football.
He kept dropping. That's what it was.
Slammiversary. Are you ready? You want to do a prediction?
Sure.
You want to do the predictions? Everybody, Slammiversary, a little TNA time. We haven't really been doing much with the TNA stuff.
Oh.
Let's get into that. Here we go. RVD. Is going to be taking on Sting for the title. Who do you like?
Stinger.
Really?
Yeah.
Sting to win the title?
Yes. He's been doing so crappy lately. They have to do something with him. Give him the title and then, I don't know, have him talk then, I guess.
I'm going RVD. There's no way they're giving the title to old-ass Sting.
Why not?
It probably goes against everything they're trying to do now. I think they're trying to do the anti-old, Hogan sort of thing. No?
No, man. Sting's doing the hair blonde.
Oh, you wish.
He's going old school.
Don't all you guys wish Sting would do the spiky blonde hair again? I guess he doesn't have enough hair to do it. It's too old, right?
He does.
He can't do the old school California style Sting, can he?
He can. He has enough hair. I'm telling you.
He has enough hair.
Like him. Yeah.
Looking for the full card here.
Samoa Joe's in there.
Samoa Joe is always in there.
Wolf.
Isn't, I know, Desmond, because Grim loves him. What's his name? The fat guy. Bubba Ray.
Bubba Ray.
Right? It's going to be taking on Jesse Neal.
Yeah.
Old buddies?
What
do you like there?
The bigger guy.
Come on, man. You're a TNA fan. That's all you got to say? I like the bigger guy, man. That's what it's come down to in TNA wrestling.
Prediction time, baby.
Oh, terrible.
I like the guy with the manager.
Scott Hall is having legal trouble.
I heard, huh? Big trouble. Did he get a DUI or something, right? He did something recently.
I think he tried to fight a cop.
Not so.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to break away from our awesome Slammiversary predictions because they're going so well, and we're both so into TNA these days that they're going to be so accurate. But there's one story I have to talk about, and then we'll go back, okay? So break time. We're going to go back to
it.
You remember our old buddy, Vampiro?
Of course I remember Vampiro. Awesome. You had plenty. You remember when you were writing fake nitros, you had him as a main character.
Right. Well, Vampiro apparently was kidnapped in Mexico.
See why you don't go there?
True story. Well, I kind of wanted to ride through Mexico. I think it would be fun.
Let's just take a chance to get you.
Let's take a chance, go on an adventure.
How manly we are.
We'll take the camera. We'll go into some border. We'll go into some border towns.
They're crazy.
We'll go into some border towns. rough somebody up.
This is a movie.
We'll rough them up. Yeah, it is. This is the way of the gun. I'm Ryan Felipe.
We don't have no a movie. No.
It could be a movie, man. Let's do it.
I'll pass on the game.
I'll find somebody else.
Hey,
Cheeks, what do you say? Want to go through Mexico with me? I'll marry you if you do. How about that?
There you go.
We're going to drive through and go to the border towns together. I'm sure we'll be safe.
You should do a big crime, though, before you go.
Oh, yeah, Bonnie and Clyde, baby.
Right, and then try to drive through Mexico.
Absolutely. Come back with millions. Except that I said it all on Blog Talk Radio. Damn it.
Oh, it's over with now.
It's over with.
Oh.
Gee. Okay, hey, there's one. Portia Anderson. Yes, Kendrick versus Doug Williams. Ooh, should be a good match. Do you guys like Kendrick? I'm still the Brian Kendrick. You like him?
I did.
I like Doug Williams. I like him a lot. I'm going Doug Williams.
Yeah, I think you won.
100%. Doug Williams, baby. Who else? What else you got for me, Portia?
Finisher's cool.
I should know all these, but I haven't watched Impact in a long time. I should start it, Slammiversary, to see this big surprise that Dixie Carter is talking about. It's huge.
It's humongous.
Yeah, she's selling the company.
Knock on your ass when you hear this. You're going to run out of your house. You're going to be in shock. This is huge. This may be bigger than Hogan going to WCW back in the day. That's the way she's making it sound. This is it. This is big time stuff. I think they're moving to Disney.
Yeah, Harrison, please call it. Because honestly, we're not even in our studio right now.
No,
we got none of our papers.
No, we don't.
We got no news. And we don't even have the Slammiversary picks. Because as you guys know, we were 5 minutes late. We barely made it onto the show. That's why we're having such a weak showing today. But you guys will catch us in the archive.
There we go.
So, yeah, call on in, Harrison. Let's get the Harrison analysis and get your picks for Slammiversary. They'll be better than ours. I'm going to stick to the WWE for the moment. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. John Cena for life. Dude. Dude.
You're a cheese ball.
Dude. Never give up, man.
I'm giving up.
There's always hope.
I hate that.
Take that negative energy and get out of my face with it. C-Nation. You hear me, right? C-Nation?
Oh, God. Cheese ball.
Da, da, da.
You suck.
Where you at, Harrison? Call in. Da, 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 da. I'm going to keep doing it, man. Da, 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 da.
Wish I knew something else.
John Cena rules.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to come back. He's going to handle these NXT losers.
Macho Man.
No charisma, no personality, kick him to the curb. Andre Harrison, welcome to the show.
Good evening, Big Al and TNA TJ.
What is going on? Yeah, you.
Oh, hard work and listening to you guys as always. Pleasure to be back.
Hey, we appreciate it, as always, Mr. Harrison. We appreciate you calling in with your Harrison analysis. Listen, we haven't paid too much attention to TNA lately. Have you?
Yeah, I've been watching. I must say, their last 2 episodes have actually been pretty good. I mean, if I was going by you guys' rating system, they were both Bs, maybe even a B+. So I think they've, generally speaking, they've been
pretty high, Harrison.
They've been pretty good these last couple of weeks. They've had little to criticize. So they've been doing pretty good recently. Last Impact on Thursday did a good job of hyping up Slammiversary. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pleasantly looking forward to this one on Sunday.
All right, so then you're our man today for the predictions. So you're going to tell everybody who's going to win. And I think we're going to hold Harrison to these predictions. We're going to give everybody his record next week.
Okay, we'll see how well I do out of the 9 matches. We'll see.
Let's go. Give it to us.
What was that one? Say that again, sorry?
Go for it. Run down the whole card. It's your show, buddy.
Okay, we'll start at the top then. Sting versus Rob Van Dam for the World Heavyweight Championship. Okay, I wasn't so sure about this one until today when I really thought about it, and I am going to go with Sting. RVD as champion just hasn't worked. They put the belt on him like 6 weeks after he debuted with no build, no hype. They just threw him the belt and said, here, run with it. It hasn't worked. I think RVD isn't a very credible world champion, and at least Sting is a recognized figure, and he'll be able to hold it as a transitional champion maybe until Bound for Glory in October. We'll have to wait and see. But I think Sting will win this one.
Wow, so Sting. So RVD done. The RVD experiment over, you're saying?
I think the RVD experiment is dead, and I don't think he should be the man to be leading TNA. And I think
all right.
Next one. Next one, X Division Championship match. Douglas Williams versus Brian Kendrick. Again, another match where they've done good build. Kendrick's been getting a good bit of airtime recently. This could be a very good match if done correctly. I mean, we all know what Douglas Williams is good for. Very good hold, counter hold, and very technical based. While we all know Kendrick is more of a high flyer, more athletic. It'll be like his match against Kazarian at Sacrifice. I think it could be quite good. Who wins? I'm gonna say Kendrick on this one. I think we're gonna have a new champion.
Wow. All right, Kendrick. You're going with TNA TJ over here so far.
Ooh, okay.
Hold on a second, Harrison. Hold on a second. Big news. We were talking about it here. Daniel from Scotland. Welcome, Daniel from Scotland. We were missing you.
Shout out to Daniel. I know he does the news.
Prediction.
Okay, next one. Let's go with Kurt Angle versus Kazarian, because that's for the number 10 contendership. I like what they're doing with Kurt a lot. I like to see the fact he's giving out respect to his opponents before and after. That's the Kurt Angle I like to see. We've got two excellent workers here. This could be a great match. This could be sleeper match of the night easily if given a good amount of time, maybe 10-15 minutes. Who win? Obviously, I think Kurt Angle's going to win because he needs to climb that ladder of going up the contenders ladder. So Kurt Angle to win, I think will be a very good match.
You know, man, I have to laugh because the fact, and it's so true, you just said, if they give them 10 to 15 minutes, they'll have a good match. We were just watching these old matches last night. What were they, TJ? 20, 30 minutes apiece? If you count all the ring psychology, the guy leaves the ring for 5 minutes, talks trash for 5 minutes. We're talking 20, 30 matches all over the card. And here we got, 10, we're saying 10, 15 minutes on a pay-per-view, we're blessed.
Exactly. That's the thing. TNA have had a habit of overbooking their pay-per-views. I mean, if we go back, Sacrifice had 8 matches or 9 matches on it. Lockdown had 8 matches. Destination X had 8 matches. So it automatically drained time. I think with pay-per-views like last year's Survivor Series and Bragging Rights, the pay-per-views that tend to have less matches are the ones that tend to do better, I think, because it gives them more time.
Absolutely.
Anyway, moving along.
I agree with you 100%. Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Okay. Beer Money versus Jeff Hardy and Mr. Anderson. Again, should be another decent match. We've got 4 good workers here. I am a big Beer Money fan. I think they are probably up there with the Guns as the best tag team in the world. I am going to say, I'm thinking Flair's faction all win at the pay-per-view. So I'm going to say Beer Money to win. It might not be clean, but I think Beer Money will win. I think all of Flair's faction will win their match.
Is that what they're calling it, Harrison? Flair's faction?
Flair's little faction. If you watched Thursday's Impact, at the end, there was a big 8-man tag match. It was Styles, Wolf, and Beer Money against 4 faces. I think it was Hardy, Anderson, Jay Lethal, and somebody else. Can't remember. And a bit.
Right. This is like a 4 horseman deal with Flair's
group.
Group.
They won the match, right? And after the match, they all held up 4 fingers. It's basically a 4 horseman deal.
Oh wow! So I wonder if Vince McMahon's going to get in on this since he owns the rights to that now.
Could do. They have to bend the rules a little bit there. So as I was saying, I think all of Flair's faction will win their matches. So I'm going to go Beer Money.
Okay.
Next up, AJ Styles versus Jay Lethal. Yet again, another case where I'm glad they're doing this. I'm glad they're putting the better workers against each other because they have potential to put on better matches. This, again, could be good. Jay Lethal has done more in 2 months than I think he's done in the last 2 years with TNA. I love what he's doing. I love his Ric Flair impersonation. I think it's tremendous. However, I think Styles needs the win a lot more because Styles is being booked to look really, really whiny and really weak. So I'm thinking Styles to win in another probably good match.
Okay. Styles.
What else have we got? We've got, Matt Morgan versus Hernandez. Now, this was a changed match because Hernandez came back on Thursday. I must say, if you watch
Hernandez?
Yeah, Hernandez is back. He came back on Thursday.
Jeez. And we got a match already, pay-per-view.
Yep. He came back, and I must say, he looks ripped. Hernandez looks good. I mean, the 2 months off has done him good. He looks good. He came back, he choked out Morgan, and now we've got a match at a pay-per-view. But to be honest with you, I'm not looking forward to this because they have had a match before, if you remember, against all odds, back in February. They had a match in the 8-card stud tournament and it didn't go very well. There were a couple of botches in there, and it was pretty sloppy. I'm going to say, this is tight. I'm going to say Morgan. Morgan needs it more.
Morgan, yeah, definitely. Got to be Morgan. All right, what else?
Well, we've got Brother Ray versus Jesse Neal, which is pretty much like the undercard match. Don't expect a technical plastic by any means. This is going to be punch, punch, kick, kick. Brother Ray's a brawler. Jesse Neal's incredibly green. I think one of two things are going to happen.
Don't even have that match on the card.
I don't know why. I really don't. But I think one of two things are going to happen. Either one, Brother Devon is going to turn on Jesse, who's been sticking up for him, and they're both going to lay him out, or Team 3D splits up. I think that's lose-lose no matter which way you look at it. I think Brother Ray's going to win. I can't see Jesse Neal winning a match at a pay-per-view. I just can't.
Yeah. All right, brother. Is that all the matches? How many TNA freaking matches are there? 17 matches on this pay-per-view?
There's 9. There's 9 matches here. I think there's one more I've missed, and that's Roxy versus Madison Rayne for the Knockouts Championship.
Oh, forget it. Do you really want that one?
No. I've got to give Madison Rayne some credit. She has improved a lot. But do you know, to tell you a little fact about Madison Rayne?
What about that? I don't like any of those knockouts right now. None of them are doing it for me. I want to know who you think is going to be the big surprise, or what you think the big surprise is.
Hang on, I'll tell you my facts about Rayne. You know Madison Rayne, yeah? When she had a match against Tara at Sacrifice, that was her first win ever by herself. That was her first singles victory, and she's been with the company for over a year.
The knockout person. The knockout, that division, the whole TNA is sloppy, but that division is horrible.
It's strange when a champion has actually wins the belt by doing nothing. But anyway, the big surprise you were saying, it could be anything. It could be another wrestler being brought in. It could be another show, something a la SmackDown. But honestly, I think it's going to be Paul Heyman. I think Paul Heyman is going to be brought in to be head of creative for TNA.
Yeah, that's the rumor. I hope so. I think that could change things around big time.
Yeah, I mean, Heyman knows how to book. He knows how to write. He knows how a locker room works. He knows how to run a company, which something TNA just doesn't have right now, because that's the thing. Who is the head authority in TNA right now? Is it Dixie Carter? Is it Hulk Hogan? Is it Eric Bischoff? Is it Jeff Jarrett?
But I've been that for about 4 months, man. I don't know real-wise, and I don't know storyline-wise, and I don't think they know either.
Who's in charge here? I mean, remember Homicide said that in his interview, his Busted Open interview. He said he doesn't know who's in charge.
At least they addressed it.
So, hey, bring Heyman in, get Russo off the writing table, and you're on to a good start. Can't hurt.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Well, thank you, Harrison. Harrison Analysis. We're going to check your. Who's your prediction for the? So you discussed it. The women's match was who? Madison.
I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go Madison Rayne. I can't see Roxy winning the Knockouts belt. Madison Rayne.
Okay. We're going to see what your record is next week. How you did on this? You've been watching this stuff. I gave up. You know, when TNA ran for Monday, I lost a little passion for them because they gave up on that fight so quick that I almost want to give up on them. I won't, but I need a break.
I don't blame you 100%. I mean, it frustrated me as well. It looked like a company that was running away with its tail between its legs. So I totally dig why you weren't watching it.
Yeah, and has the ratings done anything different? I mean, the same thing, right? Same story now. On Thursdays, it's not like they jumped up a 1.0.
Yeah, they're still doing 1.0s. I mean, they're in the exact same situation they were before Hogan and Bischoff were brought in back in January. So, what's the point?
All that for nothing. All the hype, all the money, all the everything for down the toilet.
They blew their load for a 1.0. That's basically the bottom line. They blew their load.
All right, Harrison. Thank you, man, for calling in. We're going to wrap up.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. Take care, guys.
You too, man. And Harrison with the Harrison Analysis. I wanted to do that for the TNA fans. Because Harrison's been watching. We haven't really been watching TNA. You've been watching, but you missed last week.
Yeah, it's the first week I missed.
But you still missed. You're TNA TJ, and you missed a week.
I did. I told you this.
We're going to wrap up in a little bit. We got 4 minutes. But listen, you guys can come back in the archives, and we're going to talk a little bit more. We'll look through the news. And we're going to go through the news just a little bit for you guys afterwards if you want to come back. As always, we are here every Saturday at 6 o'clock. Come and join us at The Big Al Show. blogtalkradio.com/The Big Al Show. Still doing pretty well. It is on Blog Talk Radio. It's nice. I want to go higher. You know, we get nice numbers, but I just want to be on the first page. I'm jealous.
I know.
Torch up there. You know, PW Torch, take a hike. Torch. You know, we're coming after you.
Taking out that flame.
We're going to take the flame out. And we got a great following, and we thank all of our listeners because we have a lot of regulars. We missed a lot today. We were like 5-10 minutes late coming in, and I apologize. But to the regulars who stick with us, Portia, Daniel from Scotland, Andre Harrison, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out. All our luchadors who came out as well.
The best.
And Cheeks, thanks for stopping by. I think it's not Maurice Cheeks. I think I figured out who it is.
Maurice Cheeks.
And she's right. This is my future wife.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember this? I told you about this girl.
Oh, this is the one?
Yeah, this is the one.
Oh, that was nice.
Literally.
Interesting.
Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's kind of a long story.
Now you get it.
Yeah, now I get it.
Inside.
Now I get it. All right. Stop it. We're doing a wrestling show here. We can't be getting off topic like this. We might get off topic in the extra session. Talk a little bit about your life.
Your life.
Why don't we talk about your life? So
nothing going on.
Oh, I hear the texting. That's a TV thing. We got 90 seconds. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. We appreciate it. And we're going to see you guys next week, hopefully. Go by the YouTube and see the special that we did when we went to the Raw.
Yeah.
We took VIP with us. He went bananas and interviewed. Boy, he interviewed the little kid. It was awesome. Little kid is great. He's on our YouTube. He's commenting on it.
I like the older people too.
The older people, the guy who crapped his pants. How about the ones who were upset? They were enraged. They're not as bad as the NWO ever was.
He was mad.
Go check it out. YouTube.com/Kickass Wrestling Show.
Well, the one that crapped his pants was 4. He loved it. They were bad guys. They were heel fans.
All right, everybody. I think we are about out of time, so we will see everybody next week. Thanks for coming on. Harrison, thanks for coming on. Scotland, thanks for the news. Sorry we couldn't get into it at that moment. Portia Anderson, everybody. Future wifey, adios. Luchadors, adios. Goodbye. I think we are in the extra session.
Wow.
No, we're not. 15 seconds.
Oh, not even close.
Say something to everybody. 10 seconds with TNA TJ.
Here we go, folks. I didn't mention Buff Bagwell today. Scott Norton, Disco Inferno. I'm feeling hot, baby. That got me pumped up. I'm ready to go hot now.
Way to shut down the show. Man, you didn't mention them.
I know.
What if we went through that whole show?
That would have been furious.
And you didn't mention them.
And Ultimate Warrior didn't make an appearance.
He didn't make an appearance, but that's okay.
It's all right.
Maybe he's leaving us alone.
Maybe. About time.
We'll have to tune in next week and find out. Hey, listen, I'm sorry we didn't have a lot of news in front of us this week. It was bad. We got here late. But we still did it. We did it. We still came through with the radio show.
That was nice.
Whew.
Nice. Nice guy you are.
Man, I'm tired.
Giving the fans what they want.
I love the fans. I love our fans.
That's right.
We still are relatively small, but the base that we have is fantastic.
Well, we're in the basement.
We keep, yeah, well,
we're building our way up.
We keep adding to it and adding to it. We'll be all right.
We'll be on the top. Penthouse.
That torch, man. We got to put it out.
Hey, we got to be in the penthouse.
Penthouse suite.
Yeah, got to kick them down to the basement.
So what are we doing tonight?
I think we're going to finally go to a club. I could be wrong. Knowing you, I probably am. We'll probably get there at 1:30.
I highly doubt it.
Take a lot of leaks.
What?
Well,
we don't drink.
No. I'm talking about, we only drink milk before we go out.
Yeah.
Sure.
And spinach. Like Popeye.
Anything good. Anything good. Apple.
Hey, you know what I'm sick of?
McDonald's. They'd be in the bags here.
Man. You know what I'm doing? I'm trying to put on a little.
McDonald's back.
Well, I've been working out. And trying to put on a little
protein.
Right. It's just, I'm getting salads.
Right.
Yeah. You did pretty well today when we went out to eat as well.
Salad.
Hell, you did not eat a salad.
No.
You did not eat a salad.
No, I did. Oh, that was last night with my French toast and the eggs.
Look at the news.
Oh, news-a-roo. What kind of news? Entertainment? Wrestling?
I don't know anything about entertainment.
You don't?
We definitely have enough girl news on the show for this week. Unless you have any stories you'd like to talk about.
Nothing important.
Nothing?
I don't think so.
Turn it into a love life show. Turn it into the Howard Stern show.
I know.
Next thing you know, we'll have some porn stars on here talk about their experiences.
I'm sure it'd be too hard with the girls nowadays.
No, it shouldn't. News on TNA's big changes.
I like this. Give it to me.
I mean, we already talked about this. She said it's going to affect TNA on every level.
Okay.
Let's hear what she said.
Levels.
Just got off the phone with Spike president Kevin Kay.
Oh, okay.
He is all in and agrees this will change TNA on every level.
Wow. The Spike
Carter recently wrote on Twitter.
Unbelievable.
So a fundamental basis. So what's going on?
So the TV guy, Spike.
Oh, also they said it might not just be Paul Heyman. It could also be Kevin Sullivan.
I like Sullivan.
You like Sullivan as a booker?
Yeah,
he's okay. He's old school.
Shavani
he would? You just want Shavani to come on in.
I want them to get the hell out of Orlando. That should be the breaking news. Just come out and tell them, man, you know what? We're really sick and freaking tired of being and seeing the same goddamn faces every goddamn week. Same fans. You guys are all just coming to Universal for free. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
We're moving out of this pit hole. We'll never come back. Oh, wow. They blew the hell out of them. There's going to be so much shit thrown up.
That won't happen.
That'll be the ending. And adios to Orlando, you scumbag fans.
It's not going to happen.
No, that'd be awesome.
Orlando fans are the worst, aren't they?
Orlando Jordan fans? Orlando
fans.
Oh, God, they suck.
I just want to watch some old wrestling.
Freaking kids. And
wrestling these days is so different. I love the NXT angle. I think it's cool, but I think they're going to blow it.
Realism.
WWE is known for that. They're going to blow it. They already fired Daniel Bryan. Even I'm getting thrown off. Daniel Bryan, a.k.a. Bryan Danielson. They already fired him. Probably the main guy with that whole storyline with Cole. They fired him for using the announcer's tie to choke him. Wow. Are we really getting that sensitive now? Are we really getting that sensitive? I've seen, bull rope matches where you tie somebody by the neck and hang them over the rope like a hanging.
There's more to it.
Come on.
There's more to it.
You think it's a happy story, right?
No. There could be more to it. They could be just covering something up. He may have actually done more than he was supposed to.
Possible. I don't know.
Did you agree to get spit in the face? Stuff like that. I'm just curious. He shouldn't be the only one.
They spit him in the face?
He did.
I didn't see that part.
I'm pretty sure he did. I could be wrong.
I was there, pal.
You were there. I didn't show up in there.
So what else, man?
No. What time are we getting now?
We're only doing like 5 extra minutes.
5 extra minutes?
Yeah, so far.
Jeez. It's like a deleted scene.
It is a deleted scene. These are just for the hardcores. They just want to hear us rant about wrestling. There might be, hey, if there's one of them, if there's one person, who cares? I like it. I like just to talk.
Rant about McDonald's and about side salads.
I heard McMahon's mad at Jericho because they don't want him doing the game show.
I heard about that. Who cares? It's a big deal.
WWE is very possessive about their wrestlers.
Can't do a talk show. Or if
you think it'd be a good game show? You think it'd be better for them exposure-wise for one of their wrestlers?
They used to do that on what's that show called? The top 5 answers on the board. They used to have wrestlers all the time on there.
There's nothing else going on.
Family Feud. Wrestlers used to go.
I told you about McMahon getting the black eyes.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. I like seeing Mean Gene on Raw.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I like the dance-off. I like the dance-off with Vladimir Kozlov.
These are like their Zoomers. These are the funny guys.
Yeah, but they were funny.
No, I know that, but they're always funny. But these are their guys. Like, these are their Monday Night Raw guys, let's say. That's all it is.
What else? Any other wrestling you want to talk about? Before we shut the thing down?
Wrestling to me is boring right now. No competition.
Right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. I know we said we'd go a little longer, maybe get a little wilder, but
this was not wild.
Yeah, we rushed into this thing. Like I said, we're not even in our right environment.
No.
But I had a good time. I always have a good time on the radio show talking to you guys, talking wrestling. We had Andre Harrison come on. We didn't have a Warrior come by.
Nope.
So it was fairly productive. We appreciate everybody in the archives to come back and listen to us. And we thank you guys. We're going to talk a lot more wrestling next week.
Buffalo Bill,
check out the YouTube. I do the review every Raw. I haven't been doing for Impact. I'll start eventually. Maybe I'll do some anniversary.
Where's all the football stars that used to be wrestlers? I don't do that anymore, is it?
Football stars?
I remember when football players used to become wrestlers back in the day.
Sure.
Most of them. Not anymore.
Sometimes, not most of them.
No, a lot of them were ex-football
Steve McMichael,
college,
Goldberg. Yeah, you could think of a few.
But you, bro. Lex Luger played football.
He sure did. Flying Brian. Yeah, you're right. You can go down that list. You're done about it.
Mongo McMichael.
Said that.
Oh, did you? Did you see the big fat cast of the Bears, too? You wrestled once on WrestleMania.
The once doesn't count. We're not going to say LT either.
Oh, yeah, LT.
You know, Rampage wants in. They were saying Rampage wants to get into wrestling. He had such a good time on Raw. Yeah, Rampage Jackson, UFC.
Oh. He wants to do the fake thing? That's cool.
The fake thing?
No.
Whoa. Whew. You're going to lose fans. Hey, that was TNA TJ that could just call it fake, pal. I know what you mean.
Not real.
It's right, scripted. Right. But you don't mean fake.
No, I mean people. Right. Wrestling is real and people are fake.
Right. There you go. That's more like it. Mr. Anderson.
He's a good guy now.
Oh, man. What else is going on in life? Life's kind of crazy, hasn't it?
It's so crazy.
What is going on?
I don't know.
This place is weird.
Technology.
We're doing a radio show here.
It's crazy.
Over the internet.
On a cell phone.
Yeah, I was just watching freaking the Power Hour, NWA, 89 on this little-ass TV.
If you had a cordless phone, you were rich.
A cordless phone?
I mean, you know.
I never heard such a thing.
That was a huge deal.
Well, I remember the first cell phones that came out were humongous.
The white ones.
They were so big.
They were like boots.
Yeah. They were like boots.
Remember pagers? All the codes? You loved them.
Pager codes?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I had them all.
Fuck you.
477. Best friends forever.
Oh.
Jen Smith, I love you. Best friends forever.
911.
It's an emergency. You better call me back immediately. 911.
Or
823, thinking of you.
That's right. 823.
123, I miss you.
That's a good one.
143, I love you. 43, F you.
Right.
42, F me.
Certain words you can turn around.
Right, you turn it around like 11:34. You turn around, it's hell.
Oh.
Jeez. Bad one.
Tell me that.
Well, you know. I saw a guy with a tattoo. And I thought it was pretty crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. So what else? Listen, we got competing, our friends. Our friends are competing against each other tonight. They're both throwing UFC parties.
This is awesome.
One guy's doing it over at the Mex Cafe in Sunrise. That's VIP.
All right.
Got another guy doing it, Wrestling George. He's going to be doing it.
I'll tell you what, though.
At the strip club.
George Craig.
I can't believe they're competing with.
He's decent.
Think he's a good promoter?
Yes,
he does a good job.
He sounds like he truly believes in this place.
Well, he gets behind something and he believes it.
And that's what counts, man.
Right.
You know, if you come to me and tell me this is the best.
And then we got other friends now who are promoting.
We do.
Your friend Paul.
Yeah, Ramon. Paul Ramon.
Yeah. He's doing promotions for out in Miami. Everybody seems to be doing that. I guess that's the thing to do.
It's not me.
Yeah, it's not my thing. I'm not really good at walking up to people, handing them stuff. So it's not really my gig. I'd rather sit here and talk to you guys on a wrestling program. That's far better.
Ollie promotes himself.
I promote me. I promote my personality. Hey, listen to the wrestling show.
You had Ray Liotta here today when you were throwing the football. Ooh, I felt like I was in the...
You felt like you're in Goodfellas.
Yeah, it was awesome. And like...
I want to go outside and throw the football right?
George was like Guido.
I feel like throwing the football. We didn't do it.
Well, I did pretty good. How many good passes would I do to George? They just dropped.
All right. We're going to take this and we're going to go outside with it. Let's go. We're going to go outside. Hold on. You talk for a second. All right, everybody, we're going to go outside and we're going to throw the football.
We are.
And you guys can either shut it off now or get ready for a weird experience. You know, we're just going to get wild once in a while. I think this is one of those times. This is crazy. We're going to get wild. So
not wet and wild, just wild.
Great place in Orlando. Went wild, pick that. Went wild. We're going to go outside and throw the football with you guys. Come along. We're going to toss the football around. Let's go.
That's right.
Let's go. Football time. Who's your favorite football team, TJ?
The Buffalo Bills, baby.
Buffalo Butthead.
What? Do you know we got TJ Spiller, the best player in the draft?
What?
Yeah, what do you got to say about that?
What?
No, don't do this.
What?
Stop that.
What?
You heard what I said.
What?
You bastard.
What?
Stop.
What?
It's annoying.
What?
No more.
What?
I'm going to kill you.
What?
Where's George?
I don't know. Wrestling George.
You sleeping?
Probably out in the morning.
Oh, walking the street to Winfield.
You have the football?
It's in the car.
It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be exciting.
On the road.
On the road again.
On the road again.
You know, flip a lot.
I just can't wait to get on the road again.
Where's George?
Ooh, here we go. Football. Where's the football?
It's in the car, Ruski. Here, you take the phone now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're throwing football on a wrestling show. We're getting a little crazy. We're getting a little wild. We're going to play a wrestling game with the football. I don't know how. I don't know why. But we're going to do it. Okay? I don't know how we're going to work that out. NFL style. And I hurt my arm the other week, by the way, throwing this thing. It's still not comfortable. Give me the football. All right, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to catch it with one hand. Okay? Here's the thing.
You got to watch. Oh.
Yeah. We're going to play a little game here, a wrestling game. Okay? We're going to play first a little Randy Orton versus Edge. We're only going to use one hand.
Okay.
So tie your hand behind the back. Okay? And we're only going to use, or also you can only throw with your left hand. All right? And we're going to get back. We'll do about 10 yards. We'll do about 10 yards. Back up a little.
Oh, I can't go that far.
Yes, you can. There you go, right there. Are you ready? Here we go. You missed it. You missed it. You should have had your hand on it. This is outrageous. We're still on the air. Throwing a football around. I got this. Oh! That was a tough one. That one hit me right in the chest, but it was hard because it was, you know, plus I don't got my right hand. Now I know how Randy Orton felt on Raw this past Monday. I get it now. Hold on. Now it's TNA TJ's turn. Nice catch. He got it. Good for you. Good for you. Great job. Yeah, throw it back. Okay, let's play the wrestling name game. I say a wrestler's name, you got to say the next letter that it starts with. So if I say Rick Rude, you have to say, I think, S. You have to go with S.
Oh, I see.
So you say a wrestler with the name S.
Okay. So we start with A?
No. I think it's the same one. You use the same letter. Okay. And then you go back and forth. Then you would say one if you get it right. Go for it.
Norman Smiley.
Norman Smiley. So I got to come up with a wrestler with the name N? Maybe I'm not so good at this game. Now I'm under pressure. Norman Smiley. N with Nate.
Oh, no.
There's no Nates. Boy, this is not my game. Can you think of one?
It's
kind of a hard game right on the spot. I'm sure there's a lot.
And
I'm sure there's a million. There's probably a lot out now. That's awful. N. Come on, guys. Wrestle with the things begin with N. I can't believe you got this Norman Smiley. Norman. Oh well.
That is something
I can't. You can't think of one either, can you? Yeah. Of course, there's a million.
Nick, is there any Nick?
Oh, I didn't think of Nick.
Hogan.
Nick Hogan.
He's not a wrestler.
No, he's not a wrestler. There's other Nicks out there. Nick. Are we doing all time? Are we doing wrestlers only who are wrestling now? You could do all time.
Only if they're wrestling now.
Nick Bockwinkel.
There we go. Then you go to that.
Well, I thought we were just going to do
anybody.
somewhat active. I guess Norman Smiley's not really even active anymore.
I would.
Okay, anybody? So, all right, and then now it's my turn. I can say any wrestler's name. All right. You ready? I want to think of a tough one. Trying to think of a wrestler whose name starts with Z. Can you think of one?
So what?
Wrestler, I can't believe we're doing this on a radio show. We're getting silly, guys. It starts with Z.
The Z-Man.
It's not the Z. You can't do that. I know you think of Tom Zink, but his name is Tom Zink.
What is it?
It's the Z-Man. They call him Z-Man.
Yeah, so Zeus.
Zeus. There you go. There you go. I was going to say Larry Zbyszko, but no, Larry.
No, Larry's the first.
All right. I'm going to give you a different one then. Val Venus. The wrestler starts with Z.
Okay. Dixie Carter.
Yeah, that's too easy. All right, you, go.
Okay, hold on, let me think.
Come on. Taking too long. Taz. That's too easy, man. Tony Mamaluke. There's a million T's. Tony Mamaluke from FBI.
That's the first one you said.
Yeah, I say there's so many.
Good one now.
Tommy Dreamer. You can do a million of those. Nice try, though. All right. Yeah, obviously they're popular. So I'm going to get you with a better one than that.
Good.
Brian Pillman. That's too easy.
Brad Armstrong.
Brad Armstrong. All right, go. Now we're on a roll.
Okay.
Wrath. William Regal.
Oh, you son of a...
How do you like that?
It comes back.
All right. John Cena.
Jack Swagger.
There's too many, right? Too many wrestlers. Jack Swagger. We could do this all day. But, boy, you had me in the beginning.
I did.
The N. We got to look up how many wrestlers' names start with N. Throw me that football. One-handed. Here we go. Oh, right on the money. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is Big Al and TNA TJ saying peace out, good night, and good luck. We'll see you next week.